Hey everybody, how are you? Hey, first, thanks for watching our video here. This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks, and I want to remind you, before we start looking at some pre-market charts in the market, we have a special going on, 4th of July special, that's going to be ending on Thursday. Today's date is the 9th, July 9th. So on Thursday, it will end. So if you've been thinking about it, I hope you take advantage of it. It's a pretty good buy for new members. So if you're interested, check your email. That's where you're going to find it. Also, I want to share out there that on the 15th of July, our trial price is going to go from $24.50 to $49. So if you're interested in taking a trial, now's the time to jump on, or at least before July 15th when it goes up to that $49, okay? Hey, thanks a lot. Buckle in. Let's get ready. Let's watch this video, okay? Be right here. There we go. Recorder is running. Good morning. Hey, Steve. Today's date is July 9th, 2024. Remember that John has public e-learning tonight. Also remember that this coming Wednesday and Thursday, that's the day after tomorrow, day after today, excuse me, day after today, Wednesday and Thursday, he has an open house in the BYOB day trading room. So if anyone is interested, you'll just be able to log in really easy. We'll get you links for it, for that. So that's coming up. What else is coming up? Can't think of anything else. All right, let's look at some. Oh, yeah. All right, we've got Powell speaking today, speaking tomorrow. You've got some CPI numbers coming out, job reports, all that business. So it's going to put a little strain on the market. And, the strain can be which direction? Because if you're a bear and it moves up, what's a strain? If you're a bull and it moves down, well, that's a strain. So it's going to put a strain on the market. And it's probably going to make a little choppiness here and there. So, be prepared, be careful. We also have earnings coming up. Oh my God, what a week. What a week. Let's all just go fishing. So be a little careful, okay? All right, the SPY here, I've got the SPY up, and the SPY is just so close to hitting one of the targets that we had put up here, 557. It could be 20 or 25. I always round that number, so we're very close, very, very close. I also think the market is a little bit top heavy. We're up 1, 2, 3, 4, and if this makes a higher high, which it looks like, we'll see what it does during the real market. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have 5 days of highs up here. That's putting the market a little toppy, and probably needs a little bit of a pullback. So that's kind of what I'm hoping. I really am. I'm hoping that we have a little bit of a pullback here. And then, of course, I want to be a bull, so I'm hoping that it fixes itself, buyers step in, and we run up here and take out that first target, and then we get up here toward that second target of 564.40 up there. Now, overall, I think the bulls have the chart. I mean, they own it. You can see the trend absolutely up. Price above the T-line above the trend indicator. Bada boom, bada bang. You've got yourself a bullish chart. As far as trading that chart, and it doesn't matter if it's a SPY, it could be any chart you want. Any chart. That sets us up for bullishness. Now we work as individuals to set up for the entry. Some traders are buying up here. I mean, good grief. You see that bullish candle right there? Bullish by what I mean by the close is greater than the open, and we opened and we closed above the previous candle. So clearly there were buyers there. So if that's where you think that buying should go on, well, by all means, buy. But if you want to wait for a little bit of a pullback and buy, by all means, wait for the pullback. Everybody's game plan is a little bit different on a chart. DIA, diamonds. Diamonds having a little trouble getting out of this this wedge here. I really thought yesterday was going to be the day. Yesterday looked pretty darn good, but it just gave it all back here, and now we're back inside this wedge. Here's one thing that over 30 years of trading has taught me, and I'll take this bet with anybody that would like to wage with me. that price can keep going. There's still room there. But we will get to this point here where it gets so tight, price can't stay in there. Price will either explode to the upside or explode to the downside, okay? So we're getting close. Now, it does have a few more days. It could go sideways. It could. But I'll tell you, it won't stay there forever. And it's running out of playground in here. So keep your eyes on the diamonds. Could be a big thing there. IWM, poor little thing. I mean, IWM is just, man, it's just having so much troubles. Now, I've said for a couple of weeks now, maybe even a little longer, I am still bullish on IWM. I think the chart is still bullish. Now, I even said that back here. We went a little bit lower. But if you look at the longer, at the weekly chart, that's still a bullish chart. Sloppy price action, oh yeah, but that's still a bullish chart. And I'm making that call by the trend. The trend is still the trend. So now I'm looking at it here on the daily, and we've got this really nice bottom. There it is. We've got this really nice bottom kind of forming in here. We tried to rally up, and all we're really doing is coming back. But look at that comeback here. Let's put another arrow there. Look at that little cup and handle that might be forming in there. Now, it means absolutely nothing without follow through. Okay, we must have follow through. Follow through to the upside to be bullish. And it seems like this poor thing that it just keeps getting beat up here. Okay, it's back running. So I'm really keeping an eye on this, and like I said, I still am bullish IWM until it's not. And right now, the trend to me is still bullish. So I'm holding out on it. I'm not in it or anything, but just holding out on it. If we take a look at the transports, IYT, they're trying to get over that 50-period moving average, so far with no success. They have came up and knocked on the door. They even got through the doorway just a little bit, but here we are pulling back. So we've got, some lows, higher lows in here. Then all of a sudden we jump to some higher highs, and here we're pulling back here. We have higher lows. What we need is for that to turn around and move up. The big ticket for IWM will be pretty much to get over 65.40 there. And if that can happen, that will really help with the market. SMH, thank you to the, the Big Seven, whatever they're calling them now. That's what's keeping this up, keeping SMH up. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But as long as that stays bullish, I think overall the market's going to stay bullish. A little help from the transports would be really cool. FNGU also doing a great job keeping us up. These are the Fang stocks, which Fang stocks, the Magnificent Seven, they're all about the same stocks. So we're still working here. A little top heavy perhaps, but still working, okay? So I want to, here, let's look at a short first. Take a look at FSLR. We're setting up for that blue ice failure there, possible short. And I thought there was one other one here. Well, I don't know if this is it, but we'll look at it. Yeah, look at CROX. So CROX could be setting up for a blue ice failure short as well. Now, setting up, what does setting up mean? It means it's doing everything except for the hard right edge. In other words, is this a buy right now? Sure, it's a buy for somebody that wants to trade it short. But you have to remember, it has to get through these levels. What if you got short and it did this? Well, now I think it's going to have to get through that level right there to be long. So we really are at this edge of the cliff on it. Could it go short? Yes. Could it be long? Yes. We need a little bit more information. If I had to do anything on this right now, no, you know what? I need more information. So let's see how this opens up today. for the most part, it is setting up. It's coming off my short scan, okay? Coming off my short scan. Possible blue ice failure. Let's see how that pans out. So it's one I'll be watching on our hot list today. All right, I'm going to cover just a couple on the hot list today, and then we're going to call it a morning. I'm going to start with NVDA. You know, NVDA has moved down, and it's just sort of bouncing around here. If it can take out 130.90, then it's going to play around in this big black candle up here. We're going to play with that area. Let's see if it can hold. NVIDIA is at a strange or an interesting little area. If it was to fail from here down like that, that would give a chart pattern that would suggest we're definitely going to move a little bit lower. Okay, so really want to watch for that possible failure there. And for those that want to be long, watch for that possible rise. Right now, based on the trend, it's bullish. Let's take a look at RCL. I think RCL is doing quite well. You know, I truly believe if you just trade the trend. Now here, let's do this too. Let me open this up. There you go. So this is the SPY. So if we trade in the direction of the market, right now the market is bullish, and the stock we're trading is trending bullish. Then what we have to do as traders is get over here on the hard right edge, and then, you know, what's the candle pattern? Is the candle pattern, can you find a candle pattern between here and maybe 10 bars back? Is the last 2 bars, the last 3 bars, is there a candle pattern? Something I like to do is go to a 2-day chart. Can you see a candle pattern in there? Because sometimes you don't see it in the daily chart. Sometimes you don't see it in the 2-day chart. Look at the 3-day chart. Are you seeing the candle pattern here? You know, 4-day chart. Are you seeing the candle pattern here? And sometimes you have to go out there like that to see that candle pattern. For instance, here's the candle pattern on the 4-day chart. I see a Fig Newton chart pattern. I see a morning star right here. You know, your candle pattern doesn't have to be right here on the very hard right edge. All this is the hard right edge, okay? 4-day. Look at the 3-day. You see the morning star set up here on the 3-day. 2-day chart. See the morning star setup. That's a morning star to me. One doji, 2 dojis. Come on, that's a morning star signal. Down, star, up, right there. Also, a J hook continuation pattern setting up. So, you know, when you're looking at these charts, it's pretty simple. It really is. Oh yeah, one other thing that I want out of this is right here. I want price to be above the T line above the trend indicator, and I want that trend moving like that. Okay, pretty simple. Let's look at WHR. This is a chart that I spotted yesterday. I don't know why I just saw it yesterday, but man, this is a nice looking chart here. It's a rounded bottom breakout. We've got ourselves a gap up, and now we're moving sideways here. So I'm going to go through my basic plan, and right now the market is bullish, right? And then we're going to come over here. Price is above the T line. T line's above the trend indicator. Our trend is up, isn't it? That red line right there. So a kind of a bonus is that it's a rounded bottom breakout. Another bonus is that it's a gap up. And now we've got this flat trading right in here. There's your morning star signal right there. I might look for that as a trade. Absolutely. So that's going to be put on the watch list. It's already there right now. That'll be put on the watch list. Now, for anybody here in the room and for anybody that's watching this video later, you know, if you have questions about this, you know, shout out when the market opens up right now. And you know, if you have questions, well, you know, what about stop? What about target? We'll talk about that in the trading room. So, you know, get in that trading room. What time is it? We've got time for one more. FCX. FCX. I think we need to keep our eyes on FCX. Copper. Keep your eyes on copper. Let's do this. I'm going to put a line right here. So now we've got that inverted head and shoulders. Okay. Now our trend right here is not up. All right. I know that. What we've done is we've gone from below the trend to above the trend. Now I'm just going to assume that we're going to make another trend. There's the trend indicator green. Here we have a gap up and a pullback to the 50 period moving average. In your toolbox, in my toolbox, I have multiple tools to trade. Sometimes I get people ask me, well, your trend is not up, and they're actually kind of put out because it's not up. Well, I've got multiple tools in the toolbox. Not only can I change a garbage disposal under my cabinet with plumbing tools, I can also fix the lawnmower with a wrench, screwdriver, and a big-ass hammer. You know, that's a fact. So price is above the T-line. T-line is above the trend indicator here. I have a saw that can saw some wood. Wow. You have multiple tools in your garage, and it's the same way with trading. So here's one I'm watching, FCX. Okay, ladies and gents, let's have a fantastic day today, okay? Yesterday was absolutely amazing. It may have been my biggest day this year, and selling and closing, what was it, that AMD for, or maybe it was Intel, 70%, something like that. Probably the biggest trade that I've had in a long time. And I don't usually have those size, those percentage gains. I'm usually selling way before that. The gaps help though, okay? All right, we'll see everybody at the bottom of the hour in the trading room right here. And let's kick this market open, okay? Thanks everyone for listening and watching in.